press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Young. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Beckham will go in motion right. Young off the play fake. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Anthony Walker in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, and he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Anthony Walker able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Griffin. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Swift will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going to air one out. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. He may go.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Final play of the half. Young eluding the pressure right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
61 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the play fake, Young. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Christian Kirk, 58 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. A first throw for the backup Griffin. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Young's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff for Pierce. Down at the 25.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The play fake. Now Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Back to the running game with Swift. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. DeAndre Swift scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return stops